In today's video, we'll be going head to head, the Honda versus the Harley. Both of these bikes were built and customized by me, so I'm gonna try my best not to be biased. I'll be riding both these bikes and I'll be comparing the pros and the cons of each and which one I think is better. And if any of you guys have your opinion about either one of these bikes, the Honda VTX 1300 or the Harley Sportster 1200, post your comments below. I would like to know what your opinion is. Which bike do you think is better, or which bike you think I built better?
Round one, USA, fight!
Alright, I'm gonna start off on the Harley Sportster first. It's a 05 Harley Sportster that I built from scratch, frame up, so I'm I have a little favoritism toward this bike. It's the smaller of the two bikes, but horsepower wise, I figure it's about the same. I think the Sportster may be a little quicker from the stage 1 tune, and also I polished and ported the heads on this bike. The power off the line is quicker than the Honda VTX. That right off I can tell you. Now, who would win in a race? The Sportster versus the Honda VTX? I would have to say the Sportster would probably get it in a quarter mile. Any short distance race, the Sportster would get it. Okay, so next, the handling. The handling, I have to give that to the Sportster also. The way that it's set up right now, it has a better lean angle because it's kind of kicked up in the back with the 13-inch shocks that I have on the back, and with those 16-inch tires that I have all the way around, front and back. You know, makes this bike handle really nice. It goes around corners real nice. It's almost like a sport bike, the way it's set up. But the ride is real stiff. You know, you feel the bumps when you go over it. That's the only drawback to where this bike is set up. I have the T-bar handlebars that makes, really gives you good control of the bike. But the comfort is it's not all that comfortable. It's good enough, but like long distance, I don't know. You'll probably be in pain after a long ride, even though I have a nice seat on it and everything. But a long ride, you'll feel it. Now, looks wise, personally, I love the way it looks. I love that club style look with the 2-in-1 exhaust, the sissy bar, the fairing, and the high ride height on it. A little higher than normal ride height. A lot of people don't like the color. They don't like the bright yellow. But personally, I like the color. But I really like the fat tires and spoke wheels. That's what I like the most. Gives it more like how the new Sportster S looks with that fat front tire. So all in all, that's my wrap on my 05 Sportster 1200C.
Being bad geek.
Round two, Japan, fight!
And now for the Honda Honda VTX 1300. This is definitely a big bike. It's even bigger than the Road Glide that I just picked up from Copart. The size of it is good and it's bad at the same time. The good part is that it gives it a smooth ride, but the bad part is that it has a lot of weight to push. So that's why the Sportster most likely can outrun it. And plus with this whole kit on it, the fairing and the bags and all that other stuff on it weighs it down even more, I figure. So that's why I think the Sportster is much quicker than its bike, especially off the line. But the comfort makes up for all of that. This bike rides real smooth over the bumps. It's easy on my back. So taking a long ride on this would be no problem, especially the way it's set up with the Mustang seat with the backrest. And plus I have a bad back, so this is way more comfortable than the Sportster is.
Hadouken!
Now for the looks of this bike, I can't deny it. Everyone that I come across, they like the way this bike looks. You know, they like the body kit that I put on it. They like the color. They like the handlebars. They like the wheels. They like everything on it. So I don't know. It's a tough choice between the Sportster and this bike. At least for me it is. You know, I like how the Sportster look, but a lot of people, they prefer this bike, or they prefer the way this bike looks over the Sportster. But, you know, to each his own, I guess.
Uppercut!
A better comparison will probably be this bike, this Honda VTX, against the Road Glide that I have yet to build. But I think that might be a better comparison than comparing this with the Sportster. Well, that's my wrap on the Honda VTX.
Being bad geek.
I'll catch y'all back at the crib with my final thoughts.
Final round!
Alright guys, to sum it all up, they're both cruisers, but they're two totally different bikes in two totally different classes. So it's hard for me to decide who won this battle.
You win! You lose!
I like them both. They both serve a different purpose, and it depends on what mood you in, which bike you want to ride. So with that being said, who do y'all think won this versus battle? The Sportster or the Honda VTX? Next up, the 05 Road Glide.
Perfect! You win!